So, today I am going to showcase my physical game collection and speak a little bit about the games that I own. As you can see, my usually packed shelf full of games is now empty. That's because I have the games over here in a special Farruski dimension, or in other words, out of the camera's range. To be quite honest with you, I saw Platinum Bro did a video just like this one, and I got a little bit jealous, so I wanted to do one as well. I would also like to give him credit for coming up with this incredible idea. Isn't he amazing? Also, since we're on the Platinum Bro topic, don't forget to check out our latest podcast. And also don't forget to vote for the best game of the year and the worst game of the year, among other topics, of course, that should be attached to that podcast. That way we can talk about your votes in the next podcast. Now, on to my game collection. I don't have a stupid amount of games, but there's still a fair few, so the video may be a little bit long. If you stay till the end though, I'll give you a cookie. Now drop my beat! Actually, no, let's make it a chilled one. Let's skip the intro for now. Let's make this a nice, chilled, relaxing video. Tight! Alright, so before we begin in alphabetical order, let me just mention that one of my friends has got my Spyro Reignited Trilogy game. I did lend it to him a few months ago. He said he was going to platinum all three, but he just can't seem to get the motivation. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. He's letting everybody have more platinums than him, and it's very, very shameful. But anyway, I loved all three games. The nostalgia was absolutely real. I did also platinum all three games. I highly recommend you guys play them if you haven't already. They're a ton of fun. Also, the platinums to get are super easy, so you kind of get 3 platinums for the price of 1. Okay, so first one on the list is Abzu. I'll be honest, I bought this game because it was in a bargain. I have never played the game, and I'll tell you why. Because there's no platinum attached to it. So it's not really worth my time. It is a pretty beautiful game though, so I may play it in the future, but I'm making no promises. Next up we have Anima Gate of Memories. Now I got this game also on a bargain. I only got it because I'm a massive weeboo. But the platinum isn't the easiest one to get, and my backlog is just getting massive, so this has kind of gone to the back of my list. I probably won't go around to playing it. Anima, I'm sorry. Next up is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. For you guys that like Ubisoft, you know that this Assassin's Creed is kind of a clone from Origins, just, you know, with more water instead of more sand. I have platinum the game. I do enjoy the Assassin's Creed games, but it's not the best of games. You know, it's an Ubisoft game. What do you expect? Next up, we have Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. Now, I also bought this game because I'm a huge fan of the anime. The first season, the second and third could probably be a little bit better, but I did buy this game with full intention to play and platinum it. But then I saw the trophy list, and this goddamn game is ranked as a 7 out of 10 in difficulty. And I don't think I quite got the dedication to start this game now, since my backlog is so huge. So, Berserk, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go on the shelf until the end of time. Next on my list is Bloodborne. Now I can say this is one of my favorite games of all time. This is the game that got me into the Soul series, and this is also the game that really wanted me to get the harder platinums. I thought if I could get Bloodborne, then I can get anything. So yes, I have platinum Bloodborne. I recommend you guys do the same. If you're not gonna platinum Bloodborne, at least play it. You don't know what you're missing. Seriously, give it a chance, especially if you guys have bought PS5. It is one of the games on the PS collection. Definitely get it played. Next up is Code Vein. Now this is a Dark Souls-ish game. Picture Dark Souls mating with anime, and you have Code Vein. I do think Code Vein is easier than the Dark Souls. You have a companion with you. You can make it harder for yourself by playing the game on your own, but still, I think it's easier than Dark Souls. The only thing that kind of annoyed me from this game were the enemies that were super spongy. Like some enemies you attack and, you know, they don't even stagger or anything. It's kind of, you know, for a game that came out a couple of years ago, it could have been better. Also, some of the bosses are super frustrating. But yes, I have platinum this game as well. I would recommend you guys give it a go if you like anime. If you're not really into anime, then yeah, I don't know, go at your own risk. Next we have Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. I have not played this game on my account because I have no intentions of platinuming any of the games because I kind of suck at platformers. I have tried it on my girlfriend's account and it was shameful. I think I got to about the 10th level and I completely just gave up. So this is going to go into the shelf just as a little trophy of how much I suck at platformers. Next up we have The Dark Souls Trilogy. This is a massive pack. I actually got this for my birthday from that friend that has the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. You know, he gives me these games and I platinum all 3 and he can't even platinum Spyro. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. In this trilogy, you get Dark Souls Remastered, which I have platinumed. Very good game, a little bit clunky, but still worth a go. Let's put that back in there. We also get Dark Souls 2, which includes all the DLC. Also, the Dark Souls 1 does include all the DLC as well. It's a complete package. Dark Souls 2 with all the DLC. I'd probably give this one a miss. It's very, very bad compared to the other Dark Souls games. I did also platinum it because, you know, I'm a masochist, but never mind. It was a shameful experience. I don't really want to talk about it much. And Dark Souls 3, in my opinion, the best of the 3 Dark Souls. Very good game, very enjoyable. Except for Pontiff Sullivan. He can literally go f*** himself. But yes, I also did platinum this game, so that means I have all the platinums for the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne. Next on the list we have Detroit Become Human. Now this game is actually very, very good. I did enjoy it. The story is really good. It kind of shows you, if we carry on the way we're going, how technology is going to evolve. And it's pretty scary. But also, it is a pretty easy platinum to do. It only can get a little bit frustrating because you have to do multiple playthroughs, so you can get a little bit burnt out. You can't really skip any cutscenes or anything like that because it's a story-driven game, but nonetheless, highly recommend this game. Very, very good. Next up we have Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. This game is actually really, really good. I am going to go as far to say that this game is better than Pokemon for the one simple fact that you can actually catch every single Digimon. Pokemon, you should learn from this. How frustrating is it, especially for someone with OCD, that you go into a game of Pokemon and you cannot catch every Pokemon on the game? You have to have these different versions and trade them, and it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go off from Pokemon because this is Digimon we're talking about. This is actually a pretty good game. It's quite grindy, to be fair. I have not platinumed this game because of some of the grind. I really got burnt out. It was a few years ago, so I kind of, you know, moved on from there. So the platinum, unfortunately, I will not be getting. Next up, we have Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory. It is a much bigger mouthful than the last game, and it pretty much follows the same story as the last game, just in a perspective of another character. It's very grindy again. I did not get the platinum because of the grind. I thought I didn't platinum the first game, I'm gonna platinum the second, but the burn was definitely real, so again, I didn't really platinum it. But if you did enjoy the first one, I probably would recommend you play this one. It's a little bit more grindy, but you have a few more Digimon that you can catch. Next up, we have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. This game I got because, you know, Dragon Ball is life. I love Dragon Ball. It is one of my all-time favorite anime. I don't care what people say. It's cool. One of these days, I will find the 7 Dragon Balls and I will wish to be a Saiyan, and then I can turn Super Saiyan and be the savior of the world and fly around everywhere. But until then, I'm gonna have to just play the games. I have not platinumed this game because, again, it is very grindy. It's kind of an MMO, and I'm not really that good at the combat. So when it comes to the online combat, I kind of suck. Next we have Dragon Quest XI. Now this game is very long, and don't take very long lightly. This game is very, very long, but it's also very, very good. It's not really that grindy. You have a lot of things to do. It's just when you get to a certain point in the story where you think it's over, there's just more. There's just more. But I did platinum this game. It took me about 150 hours to platinum this game. But every hour was worth it for the most part. The only trophy I struggled with was to get all the outfits, but that was just because I was dumb and I went the wrong path. But you guys should definitely play this game, and you should definitely platinum this game. It is quite an easy platinum, just very time consuming. Now we're gonna go to my shameful years, which were a few years ago, and you're gonna see why. Next up we have FIFA 17. Self-explanatory. I'm a huge football fan, although my team never really win anything. I did not platinum this game. It gets to the ultimate team and it just breaks me. You have to invest so much into the game, or you have to buy packs with real money. And I'm not about that life. We'll carry on our shamefulness because next up we have FIFA 18. Again, I did not platinum this game. I probably came quite close, but again, the Ultimate Team broke me. I don't really like Ultimate Team. It makes you buy packs with real money or invest a stupid amount of hours. I'm not doing it. To finish off the shamefulness, we have FIFA 19. Now this game was the game that made me stop buying FIFA yearly. You're pretty much going to get the same game with updated kits, and that's pretty much it. They don't improve anything. The bugs are still there. The gameplay is pretty much the same. The players kind of look the same. The graphics don't really change much. And they just want to rinse you of every penny with Ultimate Team. So, no EA, no more. Next up, we have God of War 3. I bought this game with the full intention of platinuming it, and as we stand now, I haven't even installed it to play it. The reason for this is I have every other platinum trophy for the God of War series except for this one. I tried on the PS3, and I think I got stuck somewhere, and then I kind of gave up on it. I'm sorry, it's quite shameful. This is a very, very good game. I would love to have the platinum for this, but I don't think I have the energy to go back to this game, especially since my backlog is getting so big. Next up, we have the best God of War, in my opinion, God of War 2018.
If I want your opinion, boy, I will ask for it.
Now this game, if you guys haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Again, if you guys have the PlayStation 5, you should have this in your collection and get it played because 1, the story is incredible, 2, the gameplay is amazing, the graphics are just and the platinum isn't actually that hard, apart from, you know, the Valkyrie Queen. But still, the Valkyrie Queen, she isn't as hard as a lot of bosses in other games, so get it played. Next on the list is Gravity Rush 2. I may go back to this game to platinum it. I don't think I've got a lot of things left to do apart from the miscellaneous trophies and the collectibles. All in all, it's a very good game. It's a very unique game as well. Like, the gameplay is, you kind of control gravity. You know, the game title kind of gives it away a little bit. But anyway, you kind of control gravity in different ways. The combat's pretty unique, and the graphics are quite cool. It's like a comic book type deal. Anime, again, you know, weeboo, I had to get it. Next up, we have Hidden Agenda. Now, I bought this game because I read that it was an easy platinum, so it was on sale, and I got it. I haven't installed it, I haven't played it. Looking at it now, I probably won't play it. I don't know. I have a lot of other games that I can play, and I have a lot of other games that could probably be easier to platinum than this. So you're gonna go on the shelf. Next, we have Horizon Zero Dawn. In my opinion, one of the best PlayStation 4 games out there. If you haven't played it already, you definitely should. If I'm not mistaken, it is also part of that PlayStation collection if you've got the PlayStation 5. Good God. PlayStation are amazing. They're giving you so many good games and so many easy platinums as well. Even though this game is quite long, the map is pretty big, the platinum itself isn't that hard to get, and it's quite enjoyable. Collectibles show up on your map. I love games that do that. Anyway, I did platinum this game when it first came out. I got it when it first came out, and I'm waiting for Horizon Zero Dawn 2, or I can't remember the name, but Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is going to be another game that I will buy. You should definitely play this one, so you buy the next one as well. Next up, we have the double pack of Inside and Limbo. Similar to Abzu, I bought this because it was on sale, and I also bought this because the game looks interesting, but then I found out there's no platinum trophies to them. So yeah, this is probably going to go on the shelf until the end of time. Or, you know, one day I may be bored and I might just hook it up to my girlfriend's account and play it on there. But as it stands, the backlog, it's probably going to stay on the shelf. Next up, we have the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix. So this is a remaster of the PlayStation 2 games, I believe. I don't think they came out on PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2 games. So Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2. It has the spin-offs, which also includes the Chain of Memories, and there's another one as well that I can't remember. Point is, I platinumed every game in this pack. It was brutal. Proud mode is no joke. Critical mode is no joke. And maybe Kingdom Hearts 1 was probably the hardest for me. Kingdom Hearts 2 was a little bit easier, just a little bit more time consuming. But all in all, the story is a hell of a mess. It's confusing as hell. You will probably need an encyclopedia to even have a little, you know, idea of what the hell is going on in these games. But I still highly recommend them. They are very good. And Disney, they have Disney characters. I love Disney. I don't know if you do. If you don't, there's probably something wrong with you. I love Disney. It's got Final Fantasy characters in there. It's like if Disney and Final Fantasy had a little baby together, and Sora came out with all his, you know, issues and double personalities and whatnot. But anyway, you should definitely play these games. They're very, very good. Next on the list, we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8. This is like the prologue that they released before Kingdom Hearts 3. I have also platinumed this game. It's probably not as good as the previous games, and I don't think it's nowhere near as as good as Kingdom Hearts 3. I've heard very good things. I've still not played it. I want to play it so I can complete the whole collection. So I did platinum this game, so I do have all the Kingdom Hearts platinums up to number 3. It's the last one that I have left. I will eventually get it when I get to it on my backlog. Again, it's not the best of the Kingdom Hearts, but you know, it gives you a little bit more insight into the story. Not much. I think they just kind of made this game to just rinse more money out of Kingdom Hearts fans. Next up, we have Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Again, this was probably I think I've got all these games in the same day. I got them all on sale, and then I got home and I realized that none of them have platinum trophies. This is another game like that. This does not have a platinum trophy attached, so unfortunately this is probably going to just die on that shelf along with the other games that have no platinum trophies. Next up we have Lumo. Now this game I also probably got on the same day as I got the other ones. It was a massive sale. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a car boot sale. I don't know if you guys have car boot sales in the US, but here in the UK we have car boot sales where people just, you know, they sell things that they don't want anymore for a stupid cheap price. So I think I maybe got a bundle. But anyway, I got home and I researched that this game has actually got a platinum trophy, but it's stupidly hard. So, you know, this is probably gonna sit on that shelf. It's a puzzle game. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and for a game that is hard and full of puzzles, this is probably not the best choice for me to try and platinum. So this is probably going to die on the shelf. And I'm sure, as you figured out already, my shelf has a lot of dead games. Next up, we have Mafia 3. Now, I did enjoy this game. I thought the graphics were really good for the time that they came out. I thought the story was okay. It was probably a bit better than okay. I thought the story was pretty good. It's just very, very, very repetitive. You do the same things over and over and over again, and there's no fast travel. You heard it. There is no fast travel. At least when I played it, there wasn't. Maybe they've, you know, updated it with the DLCs and whatnot. But when I played it, there was no fast travel. So when they gave you a mission that was to get some weed from one point to the next, and then the next mission was at the point that you got the weed in the first place, and they gave you no fast travel, it's frustrating as hell. I did not platinum this game, not because of the grind, not because of the no fast travel. It was because of bugs. This game is buggy as hell, and this game has trophies that are bugged. That annoys the hell out of me. As soon as I got my first bug trophy, I just finished the story and I gave up on the platinum. I cannot deal with bugs. Next up, we have the best character ever made ever, Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man. You guys should have played this by now. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? This is like one of the easiest platinums that I have. One of the most enjoyable easy platinums though. There are a few tedious tasks here and there, but the swinging is so good that you just want to just swing from building to building, and the combat is just perfect. This game is a perfect Spider-Man game. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best Spider-Man game out there. Next up, we have Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Now this game is interesting. I think it's a remaster of the first game, but it's got like a few extra DLCs. I played the first game on the PS3. I kind of got stuck. I'm not really big on first-person games. I don't know what it is. It makes me feel a bit weird. I don't know. But I got this. I wanted to give it a second chance. I still haven't given it a second chance. I've still not even installed it or taken it out of the box. I'm not sure if I will at some point or not. Again, the backlog is kind of just, you know, niggling on my neck. Yay, got a lot of games. And now with a PS5 coming out, the backlog is getting even bigger. I have two backlogs now. I have a PS5 backlog and a PS4 backlog. So, you know, some games may be forgotten, or by the time I get to them in the backlog, they may not even exist, or they may be locked out of the platinum. Who knows? This is probably going to be a game that I won't play. All right, guys, we're about halfway done. So, you know, if you guys are still watching, thank you. And remember, the cookie will come. So next up, we have Monster Hunter World. I got this game because of peer pressure. I heard so many good things about this game, and I thought, I have to have it. I have to try it. And to be fair, I enjoyed the first, let's say, 50 hours. And then after that, it's just grind after grind after grind after grind. You get the point. So it's fair to say I did not platinum this game, and I have no intentions of platinuming this game. If you guys have platinumed this game, or as I've seen people who have platinumed this game and also platinumed Iceborne, which is a completely separate trophy list, good God, you're crazy, but also your dedication is godly. And I bow to you. Next up, we have, again, one of my favorite animes of all time. If you guys haven't noticed from my banner already, I am a huge Naruto fan. Now, this pack I got here includes every single Storm game. And yes, I have platinumed all of them, and I would probably do it again. People ask me sometimes, what are the games that you would delete from your memory and replay again? I think maybe Naruto would be those games. Also, the anime would probably be in the same boat. If anybody asked me what anime would you want to rewatch from scratch, I'd probably say Naruto. Even with all the fillers, Naruto hit me right in the feels, and it just makes sense. It's just such a good game and such a good anime. Definitely get it if you guys like anime. Definitely get it if you guys like Naruto. If you haven't by now, do it. If you guys even want help on the online for Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, message me. I'll help you out. Next we have Ni no Kuni 2. I highly recommend you guys play this game as well. It is an incredible game. I really enjoyed it. If you guys played Dragon Quest or even Ni no Kuni 1, you should definitely play this game. I have heard that Ni no Kuni 1 is probably better than this one, but nonetheless, I still really enjoyed this game. I haven't played Ni no Kuni 1 yet. I will at some point. I have platinum this game. I highly recommend it. Get it. All right, next up, I am going to do a little bit of self-promotion. We do have Persona 5. I also have a platinum trophy guide on the channel if you guys want to check it out. You should really play this game, not just to watch my guide, which would, really help me a lot, but also because this is one of the best games on the PlayStation 4, period. Seriously, it is probably like the top 5 best games on PlayStation 4. I think this got like a 10 out of 10 when it first came out. That says a lot. And yes, obviously I've platinumed it because I have a platinum trophy guide. All right, next up we have Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't really need to say a lot about this game because, if you haven't heard of this game, then you probably live under a rock somewhere. I have platinumed the game. If you want to platinum the game, be ready for some grind. Be ready for some frustration. There are a lot of hard trophies in this game, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It is definitely a platinum worth having. Next up, we have Rise of the Tomb Raider. I have played the first game. This is the second in the series, and now there is a third in the series, which I've not played yet. I have not platinumed this game because I don't actually know why. I think the DLCs kind of overwhelmed me a little bit. There are a lot of DLCs in this game. If I had the choice, I would probably recommend you play Uncharted rather than Tomb Raider, but that's just me. Next up, we have The Crew 2. For a racing game, this is an incredibly easy platinum. Also, if you have a friend that has this game, it is super fun to play together. There is a lot of cars and a lot of different vehicles, actually. You can do boat, planes, motorbikes, the lot. It's a pretty good game. It is a pretty easy platinum and very fun to play with friends. All right, next up we have The Division 2, another Ubisoft game which was full of bugs. I don't have the platinum for this game because of a bug. As I mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of bugs. As soon as I got that bug, I just put this game on the shelf and just left it there until it died. It only came out now because I'm showcasing the games that I have, or else it would still be on the shelf, dying, and I plan to leave it there. Next, we have the Jackbox Party Pack. I got this game exclusively for Christmas about 2 years ago because my girlfriend's family was over and we wanted to play a game that everybody could be included. So I got this. This is actually quite fun. There's a few like weird little mini games, but it's quite interesting to play if you have like a lot of people, Thanksgiving, if you guys are in the US, Christmas, Easter. If you have family around, you probably won't have a lot of family around now with the coronavirus situation, but in the future, when it all clears and you have family around and friends, this is a pretty good game to get. Unfortunately, there is no platinum trophy for it, so it's not really on my account, it's on my girlfriend's account. Nobody needs to know. All right, next we have The Surge. This isn't a bad game, to be fair. It's kind of like Dark Souls. It is like the difficulty of Dark Souls. It's kind of like a mechy game. It's not really my cup of tea, but I thought I'd give it a go. And, as a trophy hunter, usually once I go into a game and I enjoy it the slightest of bits, I'll want to go for the platinum. So I did platinum this game. It isn't the easiest of platinums to get, but it's also not really the hardest. If you like the Dark Souls-ish genre, I'd recommend. Next, we have one of the best games ever made in the history of games, The Witcher 3. I have platinumed this game. It took me a while. Deathmarch can be brutal. You do have a difficulty trophy, which is Deathmarch. You guys should already know this game. You guys should already know how good this is and how much of a game that you should have in your collection. Get it platinumed.
If you don't, I'll have to kick your faces in.
All right, next up, as a massive Uncharted fan, I got the Uncharted collection. I think I've only platinumed the first game in this collection. I know, quite shameful. For you guys who do have the dedication, you should definitely play the Uncharted games. If you haven't, then good God, play it now, any of them. Any of them and you'll get you hooked for the rest. Carrying on the Uncharted series, we have Uncharted 4. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of getting like special packs or anything like that, but I think I got this one, I think I swapped this for another game. Now this is a very nice steel case that we have here with some beautiful art. You turn it around, you've got even some more beautiful art. And then you also get like this little art book here as well. And yeah, you got like, it's pretty cool. You got like, you know, the light is kind of ruining it for me, but you know, you got your like character models and like the little cute drawings. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not really sure how much it costs because, like I said, it's, you know, I swapped it for another game. I think I swapped it for like Final Fantasy 15. I think this is also part of that PlayStation collection for the PS5, so you have no excuses to not play Uncharted 4. Finally, the last Uncharted game, Lost Legacy, is a game I highly recommend. Although it's a spin-off from the original series, it's still an incredible game with incredible characters and an incredible story. It is well worth playing. If I remember correctly, this is an easier game to platinum than the previous Uncharted's. I have got the platinum for this one, so it probably is going to be a little bit easier than the other ones. But still, I highly recommend the game. It's a very good game, and I hope they create more games with these characters because this is a series worth carrying on. Next up, we have Vampire. Not Vampire, Vampire. And this game is an absolute mess. The characters aren't that interesting, the game loads when you open a door, and the graphics really aren't that great. I mean, it looks like a PS3 game. The story is okay, I suppose, but it doesn't really give the vampire any justice. I had planned this game. I kind of did it on stream when I was first streaming for Twitch, so I kind of made the game like the game I was going to platinum on stream, so I kind of had no choice. You will probably have to do 2 playthroughs. I know I did. There's probably like a little workaround nowadays. I don't know. But if you guys want to know more about this game, I recommend you check out Mortal Paralyte's video. It's called Should You Platinum Vampire? I'll leave the link down below. Next we have Watch Dogs 2. This is one of the easiest platinum trophies I have ever attained with a AAA game. Now I do this because, you know, Ubisoft, it's kind of like a copy-paste situation. It is considerably better than the first one, but then the first one's absolute garbage, so the bar wasn't really that high. It's probably a game worth playing. I think I got every single miscellaneous trophy before I got to like mission 5 in the story. So if you guys like doing that, like me, I like clearing all the miscellaneous stuff first, then I can concentrate on the story. So the story was kind of like more enjoyable for me because I kind of just did the story continuously. Either way, I'm gonna stop rambling about this game. It isn't the best of games, but it's also not the worst Ubisoft game. So if you guys want to give it a go, give it a go. It is a pretty easy platinum. It's probably on sale right about now because, you know, Watch Dogs Legion's out and whatnot. And now to the final game that belongs on the shelf is World of Final Fantasy. This was kind of like a hidden gem for me. The way this plays is like Pokemon. You catch, I think they're called mirages, but you can catch pretty much every mirage in the game. You can level them up, evolve them, you can stack them. It's a really cute game. It's in like chibi style. All in all, it's pretty fun. It's not the hardest game to platinum. It is pretty time consuming. I think I took about 100 hours to platinum this game. If you guys like Final Fantasy, you will probably like this game a lot. All right, now that we've got all the shelf games back on the shelf, we're gonna go to the games that I'm currently working on. Now, the first game I'm working on is Devil May Cry 5. This is a Herculean task to platinum. I'm fully committed to platinum this game. I'm not making promises, but I am gonna do my best. I love the Devil May Cry series ever since I was a kid, and it's just gotten better. Devil May Cry 5 is probably the second best Devil May Cry game. I still think Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening is the best Devil May Cry game, but this is definitely very close to it. I'm fully committed to platinum in this game. Whether I'm gonna do it or not, we'll see. Next we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. EA really surprised me with this game, especially since, you know, when I bought the game, I actually got the full game. You know, it didn't say, you know, here's Jedi Fallen Order, but to unlock the ending, you need to pay. No, they actually gave you a full game, and it's actually a pretty good game too. So if you guys haven't played this yet, I recommend you do. I haven't platinumed it yet. I'm still in progress of doing so. I do have a series going on the channel right now, so I'm just waiting to finish off that series, and then I'll be platinuming this game. Next we have Death Stranding. Death Stranding is unique. I enjoy the game. It is very slow paced. It's very long. The platinum is even longer. I'm working on the platinum right now. You have to do a lot of like miscellaneous things. It can get very tedious, but the story itself is really good. I found the story in the end to be a river of emotions. I don't know, it blew my mind a little bit. I wasn't expecting much for the ending because of how slow paced the game is, but the end is so worth you playing through the whole game. After that, we have Ghost of Tsushima, which was also a birthday present from this year from my mate that has Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. Let me just remind you, if you are watching this video, that you still haven't platinumed any of those games. By the way, I want the game back, so get it platinumed! This is a game that I've been waiting to play for a long time, ever since it came out. I didn't really get my hands on it because I had a lot of games on my backlog. This is a game that I will platinum, and I will be making a platinum trophy guide on the series, chosen by you guys from all the polls I left on all my little social medias, so keep an eye out. Next up we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Again, I do have a series on the channel with this game. I haven't platinumed it yet. Again, like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, once I finish the series, I will be platinuming this game. I'm thinking of doing a series where I do a trophy platinum guide as well. I'm not sure yet. I probably will. It's a pretty good game. Like I said previously, Dragon Ball is life. I love Dragon Ball with all my heart. And, you know, every time, I know they keep releasing the same story over and over and over again, but it's Dragon Ball. I just can't help myself. I have to have them. And finally, the last game, and the game that, oh, it's so frustrating, but so good. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I highly recommend you guys play this game, especially if you've never played any Souls game. You will find this game so much easier than people who have played Souls games. You will not have any bad habits. You will not have any muscle memory. You will start from scratch. And oh, good God, this is like a rhythm game on steroids. Seriously, you should definitely play this game. I have platinumed this game. It is only not on the shelf because I'm still doing a series on it. I have kind of taken a long time before, you know, making another video, but I just have a lot of projects going on. There's a lot of other things going on. Persona 5 kind of like destroyed my whole last month. But seriously, play this game. It is one of the best games ever. It is probably on par with Bloodborne. That's how much I love this game. And that concludes my game collection. If you guys have stayed here until the end, then here is your promised cookie. Enjoy. All you have to do is take a screenshot, print it out, you can cut it around if you like, and you can do with it whatever you want. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to take a moment to thank these guys for being patrons and supporting the channel in the most generous way possible. If you guys want to also become patrons and become a part of the elite Farruski clan, obviously with exclusive perks, hit that link down below in the description and become a patron today. As always, all my social media links are down below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this. I will be reviewing some trophy lists in the future, so be sure not to miss that. Now I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you again so much for watching. I love your faces. GuyFarruski out.